welcome back to MTD CNC. Thank you all for tuning in again. We always appreciate that. And I'm with my buddy Steve today. We're going to talk Hymer. We're going to talk presetting, and we're going to talk shrink fit, the significance behind both, and why you might want to look into it for your company. Steve, you are the man. I appreciate you being here. Let's discuss more about Hymer.
Well, thank you very much, Tony. It's great to see you again, and it's really great to be part of Morris Midwest grand opening in Elgin, Illinois, today through Thursday. So, Tony, again, thank you very much. And yeah, let's talk a little bit about shrinking, and let's talk a little bit about presetting technology. And when we talk about that, we're talking about consistency of setup. When we talk about Hymer inductive heat shrink machines and heat shrink tool holders, Hymer is the worldwide leader in inductive heat shrink technology. We have over 30 different heat shrink machines available. We also have the largest tooling available as well, as far as tapers that are available, gauge lengths that are available, or special, let's say, vibration dampening type of holders that are available. And when we talk heat shrink, we talk consistency of setup. Sure, you could go out and you could find collet chucks or different types of ways to hold on to an end mill, but how well are you holding on to that end mill? With Hymer, when you use heat shrink, whether you're on the job one day or on the job 20 years, you always get consistency of setup. Best in class gripping torque and best in class runout accuracy. What does that mean to you as a manufacturer? It means you can increase metal removal rates. If you can increase metal removal rates, you're making more parts per day, per week, and per year. And it doesn't matter who uses the heat shrink machine, you always get those consistent setups. When we talk about tool presetting, we're talking about reducing the downtime of the machine tool. By utilizing a Hymer Microset tool presetter, you can reduce the setup time of tools in your machine by 70%. Think about it. 5 tools can take up to 20 minutes doing it manually in the machine. We can cut that time down to about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It's a significant savings, which means your spindle keeps running, you keep making parts.
Steve, you know what I heard several times during that conversation is ways that I can make and save money. When I think about shrink fit and the rigidity, we talk about added tool life. Not even just of the cutting tool, but the machine spindle, of the part we're machining for the rigidity of that workpiece. Everything kind of goes from the machine spindle down, and the shrink fit is a significant part of that. What happens if I lose 20% or 10% or 30% of my overall tool life, and I have hundreds of those or thousands of those, depending on my shop? How quickly does that math add up for the savings of the customer?
Every machining job is about time, okay? And if you have to run slower because you're not able to hold that cutting tool as tightly, if you're not able to keep it from slipping, then that means possibly your competitor is using a different system and they can push their machine that much faster. It's all about doing time studies on the parts that you're going to make, and the shop that can make it better and faster makes more money. Utilizing heat shrink allows you to maximize the capability of your machine tool.
If I could convey how important it is, or how much time I lost setting up my machines when I was doing machinist type work, from jogging it around and doing touch-offs versus something like a presetter, I just think about how quickly we would have got jobs done, how quickly these things would pay it back. And yes, this is incredible German engineering of 45 years now, so the service and support is there as well.
That's right. This year is Hymer's 45th anniversary. And one thing that's unique about Hymer, all of our products are made by Hymer, made in Germany. So a very consistent product. If it has Hymer's name on it, that means we produced it, it came out of our factory. It's going to meet our quality standards. And our slogan is quality wins, and we stand behind everything we sell. But when we talk about presetting, I mentioned reducing setup time by 70%.
Yeah.
Now, there's some engineers or machinists out there that can set tools very quick in the machine. But what happens if, for example, you have a face mill, a 10-inch face mill with 8 inserts in it, and one of those inserts are high? They catch it on an indicator inside the machine. Well, now they've got to fix that problem inside the machine. That's downtime. With tool presetting, you find the tool with runout outside the machine tool. You find the insert that's got an issue outside the machine tool. So ultimately, you're simply transmitting the height, diameter, and tool number to the machine tool control. All that the machinist is doing is loading tools in the magazine. So the downtime of the machine tool is greatly reduced. And also much less potential for scrap because all your tools are running true.
I like it. I like it a lot. You've said it best. And an adjective that comes to my mind when I think about Hymer is consistency. Whether it's consistency at trade shows, consistency of product, consistency of service, consistency of seeing you, my friend.
Thank you very
Hymer
much.
is a consistent company, which I like a lot.
Well, thank you very much, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, Steven, thank you so much for sharing this. I think you've done an amazing job. Guys, go ahead and reach out to Hymer. Steven's a good friend of mine. Go ahead and check him out as well. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you very much,
so
Tony.
much.